How cometh it?
Good. Is this oak?
White oak.
White oak.
And white oak is basically just the wonder wood. Maybe next only to American chestnut, which is mostly extinct. Look at there. It actually even sets kind of level. So in part one of this build, we started with a log with the bark still on it, and we split out all of our various pieces, most of our pieces, for the shaving horse. And in this part, we're going to finish the build. So we've just finished getting the legs in the bench, and the next thing to do is to make the parts of the mechanical clamp part of the bench. So that's what we're going to move on into today. Okay, now, all right, seat yourself. We're wanting this plane to be even with the underside of your forearms.
That seems pretty right on.
Let's try this.
Might be a little too extreme.
I think that'll be about right once we get the seats made, because we gotta hack this end out at a little bit of an angle. Now, let's see, let's turn it like this. This would probably be better done with a chisel, but all right, surely that'll be good enough.
Cool.
We can hope. All right, have a seat, see what you think. You're normally going to be seated, I mean, it looks like it's going to be about right. Maybe a little low? What this is like whatever you're working on is going to be clamped to this surface.
Okay.
So that your knife is going to be on top of that.
Oh yeah, that seems perfect.
Very good. All
Cool.
right, so we need a piece of material about 4 inches tall.
Beautiful.
Okay, next thing is to make the dumb head. Now this one, it appears to be getting off track. So, what I'm gonna do, definitely don't want to use that. Come on. Let's do this. Hopefully the damage isn't too far. Looks like some kind of freaky totem pole or something.
Yeah. It's kind of like a giant's toenail.
Travis, do you need to go get some warmer clothes on? Hmm? Mortising the bench. I imagine it's gonna hang more like that. I'm gonna plan on this being almost vertical when it's just hanging.
Yeah.
And then all the way closed, it's gonna be back there. So many people would get really uptight with a measuring tape, and I do quite often, but if I don't have to use a measuring tape, I don't want to.
Kind of crazy how thick these.
Yeah, they're over a 1/16 thick.
Yeah,
That's all. That is set by the lead screw. The screw on the end that draws it in. The pitch of those threads determines how fast it cuts.
cool.
But you definitely want to be doing this sort of thing in greenwood if at all possible.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Slice
Can you
through there.
imagine? Used to be that every barn and house was built this way. Put together a big mortise and tenon joints.
I was just thinking about Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
How there's no, like, you think about how every house used to be built with these tools, and you think about what he built the Ark with. I bet he would have killed for a corner chisel.
Maybe he had them.
Maybe he did, yeah.
I'm not going to go all the way through because I need to flip it over so that we don't get a bunch of dastardly tear out again. Sweet. I'm making the pegs out of dry material so that they will never loosen, because the bench is made out of green material. This is material that's been drying for a few years. They will only get tighter in the bench as the green wood shrinks around them. Hey, Marion, what's Mama doing?
I think she's working on the computer, nursing a baby, I think.
Could you go ask her to make us some hot chocolate when she's not too busy?
Well, we were going to keep it a secret, but she was already working on it.
Awesome.
That's sweet.
Alrighty then. And now we're gonna place this on top and get it where I want it. And then I'm going to drive it down. Just like that. Now watch. When I pull it off, now I have a mark for my hole.
Nice. It's pretty clever.
Pull that nail out, remember which of those two holes. And now we will just bore this down in there. Look at there, you're getting the hang of it.
Nice.
All right, let me finish. Oh, sorry.
Fine.
Let's see, how deep are we? Come on. Well,
Oh, man.
see, that's because one of us, probably me, one of us didn't get our hole plumb.
Plum?
Yeah, so the peg, see it's tilted up.
Oh. So, yeah.
Is it gonna come out? Oh my goodness. Whew, that worked really well.
Do you want me to
Give me that
twist
club.
it and
Give
you
me
fry?
that club. It was me. It was me. Okay.
So just because it was off at an angle, it kind of just that.
It didn't want to seat, and so
Yeah.
it was uneven pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I got to try to match that angle.
Sounds tricky.